The July monthly awards program drops on Wednesday afternoon, probably around noon Pacific. You'll be able to unlock this Craig Biggio, as well as about 10 other cards, including a Lightning Player of the Month Best of the Best card. Now, I want to see all of your predictions in the comments section, whether it's who's going to be the Lightning card like Jordan from last month, or maybe the lower overall cards. Any predictions you have, don't forget to drop them in the comment section, but especially that one Lightning card. Let's see who you think it's going to be. The first pitcher prediction we have is one of two starting pitchers for me, Brady Singer, and for the month of July, he had 42 strikeouts, which was tied for 6th in the entire MLB with Jose Barrios, and that was only behind Shohei Ohtani, Yu Darvish, Max Scherzer, Garrett Cole, and Carlos Rodon. Now, I don't see any of those 5 guys with the other cards they have available getting a Player of the Month card, so I feel like Brady Singer, or I guess Jose Barrios, would probably be a pretty solid pick. Singer had a 2.05 ERA for the month of July and was tied with a few others for 10th in WAR among starting pitchers for the month of July, and his only card in the game is the one you see right here, his live series 73 overall, so I feel like it'd be a perfect opportunity for him to get a card. For my second and final starting pitcher prediction, we're going in the same division, but this time with the White Sox. Dylan Cease, he had the best earned run average among all starters for the month of July at 0.76. The only other starter that was below 1 for their ERA was Carlos Carrasco at 0.9. Dylan Cease had 10 strikeouts per 9 innings and held opponents to a 188 average against. I would not be surprised at all to see him get one of those starting pitcher cards for the month. Real quick, an honorable mention, Edwin Diaz would definitely be deserving of a card, but because he's already got his 97 overall in the game, I'm not including him in my predictions. My first of 2 reliever predictions going to be Ryan Pressly, and he was 2nd in WAR for all relievers in the month of July, only behind, you guessed it, Edwin Diaz. So I feel like that alone could be a pretty good indicator that he's likely to get a card. Obviously, none of these are going to be guaranteed, but he had a 1.8 earned run average for the month, and then was 2nd in fielding independent pitching and FIP for the month of July, only behind Edwin Diaz. So I really would not be surprised at all if Ryan Pressly ends up getting a card. For my 4th and final pitcher prediction, 2nd and final reliever prediction, I'm going with Trevor Stephan, and this is his only card currently available, his live series 74 bronze. So I feel like he'd be a perfect guy to get a card. He struck out 14.34 batters per 9 innings pitched. He allowed 0 walks and he allowed 0 home runs. He was 3rd in FIP, only behind Ryan Pressly and Edwin Diaz. He was tied for 4th in WAR among all relievers, tied with Devin Williams, Anthony Bass, and then also tied with my final honorable mention, Andres Munoz. And I just want to say shout out to Miss Munoz, the Spanish teacher. Oh my God, she was beautiful. Now we have my first position player prediction, and I'm realizing I got to give the National League some love for the rest of this video, but we're starting with Matt Carpenter. He had a 1269 OPS for the month of July, which was 2nd only behind Austin Riley, who was 1st. Matt Carpenter was 4th in WAR for the month of July at 1.7, only behind Freddie Freeman, Aaron Judge, and Austin Riley. Yo, could you imagine if 2 guys like Austin Riley and Freddie Freeman were on the same team? That'd be kind of crazy, but I feel like Matt Carpenter is just very deserving of a card, especially after the season he's had. However, in my opinion, I do want to say they should bring back his old Lightning card and give the Player of the Month card for July to somebody else, give a card to someone else, and just bring back Matt Carpenter's card from a few years ago. I feel like a lot of people, including myself, would much rather have that. Next up, we have Alec Bohm from the Phillies. His current highest overall card is an 85 overall prospect card, so I feel like it's maybe time to get him a little bit higher of a diamond, and he led the entire MLB for July in batting average at 434, and I feel like that alone, boom, you've convinced me. Yeah, he is deserving of a card. Give him like a 90 something. I feel like it should be solid. It seems like SDS really likes to use stat leaders and highlight guys that led in certain stats, such as maybe batting average. So I feel like when his highest other option is only an 85 overall, I feel like maybe it's about time. But I will say I'm a little bit scared because, yeah, he hit for average, but not really a ton of power. And it seems like an MLB The Show every year, including this one, the meta is really more power based than contact based. But don't get me wrong, the high contact is going to be nice. I'm just scared his power could be kind of low. Now, for my third prediction, we're sticking with the Phillies. I feel like both of these guys will probably not get a card, but I feel like him and Bohm, one or the other, should be getting a card. But JT Realmuto is my third prediction because I feel like we need more catcher options. So I went with the highest WAR having catcher for the month of July, JT Realmuto. In addition to having the highest WAR, he also had a 358 average for the month. He slugged 642 with 5 homers and an OPS of 1065, WRC plus of 190. So I feel like it would be a really good hitting card. And then keep in mind what we're looking at here with his live series. There's 80 fielding and then behind me 80 speed. So the player of the month card would probably have just as good, if not better, for those, but the speed would be killer. And I feel like it would end up being really, really good. And I'm hoping he does get a card so we could see what it's looking like. My fourth and final position player prediction before we get to the Lightning card is Starling Marte from the Mets. He had a 377 average for July, and his highest card right now is his only card, this 83 live series gold. So I was kind of looking for an outfield option to put in my predictions, and I think a Starling Marte card could honestly be kind of sneaky good. He had 597 slugging for the month of July, and in addition to that 377 average for some good contact, you could see, I feel like, a well-balanced, solid fielding, good outfield card. I'm sure this is probably a surprise to all of you watching out there, but my Lightning prediction for the month is going to be Austin Riley. He was first for the month in WAR, according to Fangraphs, at 2.6, and second place was Aaron Judge at 2.4. Now, I was thinking about choosing Aaron Judge, and you might have noticed him maybe in the thumbnail of this video, but because Aaron Judge already has his 97 overall All-Star card, and Austin Riley only still has his live series gold. He's a gold still. I'm going with Austin Riley for my Lightning prediction. Austin Riley had a 423 average for the month of July, which was only second behind one of our predictions earlier. He led the MLB in slugging at 885. So being second in batting average, first in slugging, you know that he's going to have minimum 100 contact and power, I feel like, versus both sides. It should be a really good looking card. 11 homers, 25 RBIs, 21 runs scored, OPS of 1344, which was first in the month for MLB. Second was Matt Carpenter at 1269, so already pretty far behind him. And then Judge at 1253. So I feel like Austin Riley is definitely deserving. He only has his live series card. I feel like all of the puzzle pieces are coming together to create a puzzle that shows Austin Riley as the Lightning Player of the Month card for July. So those are going to be my predictions. Feel free to check out this video that you see on screen here. Comment down below your predictions. Like and subscribe if you do enjoy the video so you don't miss the daily uploads that have been going on for over 5 years in a row. I will see you next time. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Peace out.